going to talk about the book of Psalms, Psalms, and they are praises or songs. Many of them were done to music by David, meaning by instrument of a plucked or strung nature. They point to God as its author. There are more than 7 composers. King David wrote at least 73 of the Psalms. And there are other people, the sons of Korah for 10, and so on and so forth. And there are some remaining anonymous. The background is twofold: the acts of God in creation and history, and the history of Israel. They range in time from the origin of life to the post-exile joys of the Jews liberated from Babylon. I'm going to take a look at some of the categories. There are types of psalms, individual and communal lamentations, and they express the need for God's deliverance. There's quite a few in that category. Another type of psalms are the psalms of thanksgiving. Make us aware of God's blessing, express thanks. Then there are psalms of enthronement, describe God's sovereign rule. Then there's the psalms of the pilgrimage, establishes a mood of worship. Then there are the royal psalms, portray Christ the sovereign ruler. And wisdom psalms, instruct to God's will and what to do. And the imprecatory, which means curse pronouncing, invoking God's wrath and judgment against his enemies. Psalms can be turned to any time. They are, you might say, different from the history from the first part of the book, Genesis, through Exodus, to the awaiting of the second coming of Jesus in Revelation. And the same thing is true of Proverbs, good sayings, Ecclesiastes, which warns of the vanity of man and vanity of this life. Favorite psalms, I'll give you a list, and you can look them up yourself. These prove most popular to a lot of people. Psalm 1, 2, 19, 23, 24, 32, 51, 67, 91, 100, 119, and 119 is the longest of the Psalms and is very profound in what it talks about. And Psalm 121 and Psalm 139. I think if you can center on those and then of course add in the other Psalms, they're all God-given, so there's not one any better than the other than these might speak to you more immediately than some of the rest of the Psalms. So good luck in your digging through the Psalms.